Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another incredible episode of Lagos Travel Guide. I want to first say that the feedback on my recent videos has been incredible, so thank you so much for enjoying this new series. Today though, I have a guest. I know you guys love when I bring guests on. I have an incredible content creator that creates content about real estate, about Nigeria, about Africa, travel. Let me bring in my guest today, and I'll tell you about the topic we're going to be talking about. Steven.
Hi, Sassy.
Steven!
Hi. It's really great to be on your channel. I usually would stumble on the videos you usually would do then when you're in like Europe, you're doing videos about immigration. And I was like, since I'm like really excited about travel, I was like, oh, I didn't even know. I felt you were not based here.
I'm here. I just jump in, jump out,
So
silently.
when I finally got to discover that you were here, I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good to finally reconnect with you.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel it was Wodimaya that sort of like
Brought
got
us all
connect,
together.
which is amazing. Like, shout out to Wodimaya.
Yeah.
So yes, as in guys, today Steven and I are going to be sharing with you guys, what are we going to talk about?
I think we should tell them the 7 things if you're a tourist, you want to visit Nigeria, you want to visit Lagos, we're going to tell you and advise you. It's left for you to adhere to the advice, right? The 7 things that you should not do.
Never do.
We live here and we're just going to give you very fair advice. It's very easy to follow, right? And we'll share those things with you, and I hope we'll make your stay right here in Lagos very pleasurable.
Definitely. So that's all coming up in a second.
All right.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle content creator. I'm also the author of Lagos Travel Guide. So if you haven't got your copy, go and grab it right now. Like, I'm serious. Grab it. The link is down there below. So subscribe to my channel and give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, we're trying to get to what, 50,000 subscribers
by the
for
end of
Steven.
June.
Like, you guys make it happen. And if you make it, leave a message under his post and say Sassy brought me here. Like,
oh my God.
Don't put me to shame. Oh. Don't put me to shame.
Oh my God.
Go there.
I'm right now. Oh my God.
Amazing. I'm going to leave all his details down below so you guys can
Thank
easily
you so
subscribe.
Much. Thank you. And Sassy is really great, though. If you're watching this video for the first time, please subscribe to her channel.
Subscribe. It's free.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's get straight into this video. Steven, tell me, what's the number 1 thing that a tourist shouldn't do, especially a first-time tourist, shouldn't do when they come to Lagos?
So the first thing I think you should not do is not to get in trouble with the police.
Why do you say that?
Easy as it sounds, or as law-abiding as it sounds, in Nigeria, like, our police are like, they are really, really trying to do their job as much as they can, because there's this myth that, oh, the police are corrupt, and also they're trying to let us know that, look, we are not corrupt, we are enforcing this law on you.
Right.
Don't try to follow one way, like drive on the path that you're supposed to be driving in. It could get really tempting in Lagos.
Very tempting.
Because one lane can be like really blocked and the other lane really free. So you're like, look at where I'm going to. Let me just follow the one way and get to where I'm.
Some people don't understand what one way is. I don't know if people understand what one way, that term is used abroad.
How else can you explain it?
I guess you're going on the wrong side of traffic.
Okay.
If the way is going this way, you then decide to come
the other way. Yeah.
That is avoid
so
that.
It's really wrong, right here. And then obviously try to obey the traffic rules. If the traffic light tells you stop, you should stop. If it tells you move. You should know designated parking areas, where you should park, where you should not park.
Right.
Yeah, basically I think if you follow those rules, you're pretty much going to be fine. And then still speaking of the one way, so there are areas where it's not like those particular areas in the street, they're not like both lanes. Like, you can't drive both lanes. You can either drive left or right.
Right.
So you should make sure that you're always looking at the street sign. So if you're actually driving in anywhere around TBS, CMS, Marina, so they have some of these roads that are like one-way road that if you're not careful enough to look at those symbols, you will know. And when you enter the road, these guys are just waiting there.
They're waiting for you.
They're waiting for you to come in. And once you come in, they're going to grab you like the sand in the desert. Right? So that is that for the first tip. Is there something you want to share?
No, I think that's perfect. So I would say my second point of something you should never do if you're visiting Nigeria or Lagos for the first time is that you shouldn't drive. I actually, even though, Stephen just mentioned like if you do one way, so if you want to be a stubborn person, listen to him and follow the rules. But I would even suggest that you don't drive at all, because Lagos driving is not for the faint-hearted. As in, even Lagosians are stressed driving.
Running away from driving.
Talk less of someone that maybe came from America, came from London.
Yeah.
Avoid it because it gives you a headache. The best thing I would advise you to do is get a driver or use Uber. Uber works perfectly here.
There's Uber, there's Taxify,
Bolt.
there's Bolt. There's InDriver, another one. Very cool app. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say don't even bother driving. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would you say is the third thing someone should never do?
Funny as it sounds, do not wear camouflage. Like, do not wear anything that looks like the military uniforms, right? I don't know where you're living. I don't know where you're watching this video from, but in Nigeria, the military guys actually take offense when they see what do they call you? If you're not a military person, what are you?
Civilian.
You're a civilian. If they see a civilian wearing so they kind of like take these uniforms as like pride,
a badge of honor.
Yeah, we spend so much time going to the military school to train, and where they give us this badge of honor, and then you're just gonna wear it. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So we really don't know why we shouldn't wear these things, because it's not like the clothes that you would buy from the boutique was sewn to be like a military dress. If it just carries their colors, even if this sweatshirt I'm wearing right now, if it has any camouflage on it, if you're seen by a military person, you stand the chance of being harassed. We don't know why, we don't know what policies, we don't know why it is that way. Yeah. Probably if you're in the US or in Europe, maybe it's normal there, but if you're visiting Nigeria, if you're visiting Lagos, it's not normal. Try not to wear them. Just wear bright clothes, white shirt.
Just be normal.
And be really pretty. Wear what makes you very comfortable.
But I think that's such a good point though, because I feel like there are nuances to, being in Lagos, being in Nigeria that, you need to understand from a Nigerian perspective that helps you better navigate coming here. So I think that's such a useful point. Number 4, right?
Yeah.
So the fourth point for me, I think things you should never do is people take offense to people skipping the line.
Yeah.
Like, don't skip the line. Yeah. Even though I would say people probably skip the line here more than they do elsewhere in any other country, because most countries, not countries, like in the UK, in the US, everybody's very orderly. There's line. But in Nigeria, it can get very rowdy. People trying to jump, so people actually take offense to it. To be like, you can't skip. They'll pull you back.
Can I give you a scenario? So there was this time where I went to the supermarket. I just wanted to buy a bread and maybe like a peanut butter or something. I just had those two things. Like I didn't even need the basket. And then the people that were on the queue, they like had so much. These are people like came grocery shopping, like they're shopping for the whole family, like they have a lot. And I was like, it's not fair for me to just want to buy this thing.
What?
So it could get very tempting to just want to walk up to the counter and just clear these things. It's wrong, but I think the right way, which I discovered to go around things like that, is you have to go meet everybody and beg them, tell them that this is what you have, please, that it's really small. Even though some people are still going to say no, don't blame them for that. They've been on the line before you.
Yes.
So
I'm actually, when you were saying that, I was like, because I swear last week I was in line at the grocery store. I had a lot of stuff. Yeah. And one guy I don't know where he came from, with his bread, just one bread. He just like went to the front. I was like,
yeah,
am I invisible?
I'm right here.
Am I invisible? If he had asked me and said, "Oh, madam, please, I only have one," I'd have let him go. But for the fact that he thought that he would just, no. So if you want to, you feel, for example, you need to, you want to get in front of the line, you have to be polite and ask people to avoid embarrassment, because they'll embarrass you outside, and we don't want that for you. We don't want that for you
at all.
Yeah. So what is the fifth point?
What else can I share? All right. So if you're a tourist visiting Lagos where we live, now try not to take pictures of people without their permissions, right? Now, in as much as this sounds somehow, let me try to explain the scenario for you. So you might actually take this picture without the pure intention of capturing this person, and you're trying to take a building, and then while trying to do that, there's somebody there and the person sees that you're trying to take a picture. Most Lagosians actually take offense to people just taking pictures of them.
Huge offense.
Yeah, they really take offense. So make sure if you're going to take a building, if there are people there, tell them to try to clear that you want to take the picture, or you let them know that you're taking a picture. Do they mind if they want to be in it or not? Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think that's such a good point. Such a good point. I think I'm not saying like any country, but I'll say this: Chinese people I know abroad, they take photos of everybody. It's like once I was in Turkey, they were just taking photos of me, like, and I was like,
you can't. Yeah, you're a Nigeria girl, so
like, why are you taking? Am I a ornament?
Yeah,
you know?
right.
You can't do
Are
that.
you a
in
tourist
Nigeria.
attraction?
Exactly. So you can't do that in Nigeria. People will be offended. They might, so don't even try it. I agree.
Yeah,
don't try that.
Try to
it's
take
rude.
permission.
Take permission for everything.
Yeah, and yeah. So if you're really going to go to a particular place, make sure you have like a local friend
that can help you talk to them. Exactly.
Yeah, because there are some areas that they're like middle poor kind of areas that are like Makoko, for example. Is it anybody that comes to Lagos wants to go to Makoko? Now, in as much as in the idea it sounds nice, but when you actually go there, you meet so many people that they're against not like they're against camera. They just see anybody that brings in camera there as, oh, what do you want to do? You want to come make videos of us and go and make millions, and then you won't impact. So make sure you kind of like contact a local friend that knows how to speak this language and know how to negotiate. The person will now take you there and speak to the locals around, and make sure like everything is set for you to roll up your camera so you don't get your camera seized or you get harassed by anybody.
Of course, and that's such a good point.
Yeah.
I would say the sixth point on what you should never do if you're a visitor coming to Lagos is that you shouldn't dress inappropriately. And especially in areas that are, I don't know, areas that are not, they're not exposed. They don't really see people like that dressed. And when I say inappropriately, I mean like maybe wearing a mini skirt to Balogun Market. You're setting yourself up for some name calling because it's just not. It's just Even when I go to Balogun, I dress differently. I just dress. Just you don't want unwanted attention, right? But I'm not saying that you can't go to the beach and be in your bikini. You can do those things, but I think when you're publicly walking the streets, you just need to be careful of how you're dressing. Just dress more conservatively. And I think it's even the same when you go to countries like the UAE, right? You just dress more conservatively because we are a bit of a conservative country when it comes to dressing. Right.
Yeah,
so
and Nigeria is actually a very religious country as well.
Exactly, that's a good point.
So you want to like be really. It's not like it's too much of a big deal. We're just telling you these things because you guys, you are friends. We want to make sure you're safe.
To come here and have a good time.
I mean, apart from that, you have a really good time here.
Yes. So Stephen, tell me, what is the final point, the number 7 point on what our people watching should never do if they're visiting Lagos?
I will not told them. Okay. One thing I could slide in here is, so still boiling down to the whole traffic. As you all know, like Lagos is like a very traffic congested state. There's so many people here, right? This is like the
20 million.
Yeah. The economic capital of, I don't know, Africa or whatever. So when you come here, in as much as there are so many places you'd want to visit, you want to go to La Campana, you want to go to Landmark, you want to go to Lakwe Lakes, you want to go to Ike Art Gallery, all these places like there. I don't know when you come here how many days you plan, but try not to like put too many things in, like try not to fit too many things into one day. Probably keep one day for like a thing or two.
One activity per
because if you try to plan, I know if you're a tourist, you want to make sure that because for every day you spend here, you have to spend money for hotel, for food. So you try to like, and especially if you're coming as a YouTuber, you want to come make videos and all, try to minimize your expenditure. But I'm just going to tell you the reality of it is, like it could take you like 3 hours getting from VI to Aja, literally, right? If it's like the 4 o'clock period. So get like 1 or 2 things. Once again, it still boils down to the fact that you need to contact a local, let him tell you the areas that usually would have this traffic, and then if
The
you're
best times to go to these places.
then you plan these things accordingly, so you're not going to get frustrated in traffic. All right, so yeah, plan your day and make sure you don't have too much in one day, so that you could pretty much achieve all you want in that day and be happy with yourself.
Exactly, and really enjoy Lagos, because I feel like a lot of times when people complain about Lagos, they complain about traffic, right? So it's mitigating how much time you spend in traffic is really, really important. So I think that's been quite useful.
I wonder when this traffic is going to stop though.
Never. Well, they're going to start the train soon.
Yeah, and they're also going to. So
They're
you
doing
know,
the train.
have you heard of the Fort Milan Bridge?
Where is that?
Fort Milan Bridge.
Where's it?
It's supposed to. It starts from somewhere in forgotten, just after Third Milan, and then it comes out at VGC.
Oh wow, that would be pretty good.
So the project is actually happening.
It's happening right now. Okay, that's amazing.
So if you combine that with the train that's going on, and actually, I actually made a video about traffic, and the feedback I got from that video was, the more roads Lagos try to put into the city, the more you're attracting more cars, right?
Of course.
So I think the government has to figure out a way to give people a good reason not to bring out their cars out.
That's probably it.
Yeah, probably increase the taxes.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, guys! I know we just went off on a tangent there.
Yeah.
But we're hoping that obviously traffic gets better, so you guys can cram more things in a day and explore Lagos much quicker.
Lagos is a really nice place, and the nightlife here is like really awesome.
Yes, nightlife is incredible.
Yeah. There's usually no traffic in the night, so you can plan to visit like good restaurants. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So guys, I really hope that you found this video very useful. Like this 7 key things that we said that you should never do. It's really, really important for you guys to really get the best of the city, because it's an incredible city. I want to thank Stephen for,
thank you so much for having me,
coming on the Sassy Funke YouTube channel and meeting the crew here.
Nice to meet you all.
And maybe we'll do more videos in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel, subscribe to mine.
Thank you. Subscribe.
Give this video a huge thumbs up.
If you got questions, put it in the description.
Yeah, if you have questions,
I'll be there to answer any questions
you have.
you have.
Engaging in the comment section, which is amazing. Thank you so much once again for all your love and support, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Ciao.